love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends. So today is we are going to be doing a hands-on lab in EC2. So please pay attention. It is not going to be boring. I've actually given you tips and tricks of how to actually immediately terminate the EC2 instance so that you don't incur a lot of money. Okay, so this will be interesting. Let's take a deep dive. Namaste friends. In today's lecture, it's going to mark the very first step towards the most important backbone of AWS, which is called the EC2. I did say about EC2. I did say about where the EC2 is actually used, and I did say how I was giving the description of early 90s and how the server and stuff and how to go mobile. So this is only a hands-on lecture. So in this lecture, we'll be seeing how to actually boot up an EC2 instance. And I'll be showing you it. I'll be also booting it up, and I will actually I will towards the end I'll also terminate the same. All right, so let's actually take a deep dive. The services, go to the services, go to the EC2. It actually opens up the EC2. Okay, in this case we have none. Okay, we have none, and all these things are none, so you can actually see it for yourself. What I will do is I'll go ahead, I'll do say launch an instance because an EC2 is launching an instance. Okay, so that is what it is. So in this case, what it actually says is we are in this Amazon Linux AWS, and what we are going to do is it says a free tier is actually available. I am going to go for a T2 micro. Okay, a T2 micro. So I'm going to actually say this. Okay, a T2 micro. So in this T2 micro, I'm going to say I'm going to select this guy. We are going to keep the network setting as it is. The subnet is basically the availability zone. Okay, so that is called the subnet. So this has been allowed. So this is slightly different here, but that is still okay. I don't want the summary, but let's actually go. Once you actually launch the subnet info, this is a network info, the key pair. So in this key pair, I'm going to say create a new key pair. So when I actually say create a new key pair, I'm going to say okay, let it be an RSA type and let it be a permanent, and I could say create a new key pair. Okay, the key pair name, what I'm going to say is pras. Okay, I'm going to just say pras. Okay, I'm going to say key pair. And basically it will have been downloaded in a particular directory, and I can actually go I can actually pick it up from there. Okay, so next, so the key pair is actually there. The network settings, now this is a network setting, this is a VPC. We'll be covering about the VPC, don't worry. The subnet is the availability zone, don't worry. So there is no preference, we can actually take anything which is there. We are going to create a security group. So in this case, what we are going to be doing is we are going to allow the SSH traffic, we are going to allow the HTTPS traffic, we are going to allow the HTTP traffic. So the HTTP is port 80. The HTTPS, I think it's port 430 or something, and and then we are going to see certain things. And in the configure store, this is what we are actually configuring. So in the advanced details, okay, the advanced details, let's not worry about it. So if we actually see the launching the instance, if I say the number of instances is going to be 1. So if we say this is an Amazon kernel, a virtual type is T2 micro, which is available for free. There is let's see what the security group is. I'm creating, and I'm actually asking the SSH HTTP to actually come into picture. I have a storage volume up to 8 GB, so all these things are there, right? So let me actually launch this instance. So it is doing everything for me. So the instance is actually launched. So if I say so if I say what is the instance, and then if I actually go here, see here, this is what it is. the instance does not have a name, so I can actually give a name here. I can say Pras server. I can save this. So now this is running. So when this is running, my instance ID is actually running. There is no alarm. This is my availability zone. If you want, I can actually change it. My elastic IP, my monitoring is actually disabled. My key name is this and stuff of that nature. So if you want to go a little bit more here, I can actually check on this. I have an VPC, I have this, I have a Linux. So these are informations. The security, if you see, so the port 80 is basically HTTP. This is SSH. This is HTTPS. Okay, these are the inbound. And okay, so this is these things you have to know. So basically this, it has got this thing. So the launch wizard, let's see what the launch wizard is. So it's like how you actually how you actually let in the traffic. Okay, so this is the inbound. Okay, this is the inbound and the Pras server, and let's actually see the protocol. If you see the outbound, I can, so for traffic to come in is only through these three sources. Okay, HTTP, SSH and HTTPS. But traffic to go out is everything. Okay, it's by default. All right. So what did we learn here? This traffic is internet traffic. So this is like, if you see like now this is HTTPS, so this is 443. If this S is gone, if it's not secure, that is 80. SSH is a secured server for you to actually upload and download. All right. In the networking, we see all these addresses. This is a VPC ID. So we see all this address, and bunch of this thing. Okay, this is all good. In the storage, we saw like, this is an EBS root service, and this is like an 8 GB. This is actually attached. So we saw this in the status check. It is running, no problem. Now monitoring, this is how we actually monitor the CPU utilization and what has actually happened. CPU credit balance and stuff of that nature. In the tags, there is no tag here, but I can actually add tags. So basically I can say manage tags, or I can actually add a tag. I can say manage tag, I can say add a tag, and I can say department. I can say application team. I can save this and I can add. Okay, I can add. So everything is actually here. The key pair, this thing is there. So now everything is done. So the instance state is, it's actually running. The action is, okay, this is all running. So when I say launch the instance, this should be launched, right? Yeah. Now the launching the instance actually goes back again here. So if you actually go to my EC2, now there is one instance which is actually running. There are two security groups which we actually created. There is one volume. There is one key pair that we actually created. So this is what it is. So we created a server in the cloud. This is a virtual machine. Now what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to terminate. Okay, so instance setting, no networking, no security, no images, monitor and troubleshoot, no. What I'm going to say is, okay, in this case I can say connect. So this will actually connect as an easy to use they use the default username, use easy to use, or I can say pras or present in, and I can say connect. I would actually use the EC2 instance connect. Okay, this is what I would use as compared to these things. Okay, I would use the EC2 instance connect. I would say connect. So once connecting, it is actually establishing a connecting. It failed to connect, error establishing SSH, error establishing SSH connection to instance. Okay, I didn't want an SSH instance, and I don't know why this is actually taking this. Let's give the username of the same thing, and let's see, let's see whether it is actually correct connecting. Okay, instead of present. Wow, now it is. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to say sudo su. By sudo su, what I'm actually going to do is, you see here the EC2 user IP, it will actually convert to the root. So now this has gone to the root. So what I'm going to say is m update, and I'm going to say yes. Okay, in this way it is going to give me every latest package, there it is going to update everything, so with this thing there is no packages marked for updates. So it is all the latest and greatest. Bingo. So now everything is connected, everything is actually running. Okay, and we did this, we are here, everything is good, latest and greatest. Okay, and we have the timestamp, and what else do we need? I mean, the EC2 has been connected, so I can actually say exit here, or I can actually close this. Okay, this is my prerogative, but I want to terminate this. So what I'm going to be doing is, so in the monitoring, okay, this is how you actually do the network, this thing, but I'm going to say the instance state, I don't want to connect. This is what I'm actually trying to say. The instance state, since it is now connected, if you saw that initially it did not come, but right now it is actually coming, I'm going to say instance terminate. I'm going to say terminate, and the reason why I'm actually terminating is it is going to cost me money. Okay, if I just let it go, the EC2, even though it is a free thing, it is going to cost me money, but for the what I actually showed you, if that is costing me, that is perfectly fine. And then I can actually refresh this. I can refresh this, and I think this is what the refresh button is. Let me check. No, this is something else. So by refreshing, it should be good. So actions, it is not again connect. I don't want connect again. So this is I can refresh the page. This is just like refreshing the page. So let's go to EC2 dashboard. So it still says running, the instance is running, but I've actually terminated. So see here, now it is terminated. Okay, it is terminated, and it is gone. So no matching instance is found, it is gone. Okay, yep. So initially it was there, and now it is not there because nothing is actually running. See here, terminated. The instance is terminated. So did it really help you? Because this is one interesting topic, because otherwise it will actually cost me. You can actually create an alarm, and you can actually customize by, there are a lot of things. We'll be going over a lot of things. You can actually do a spot instance, saving, reserve, dedicated. This is exactly what we actually saw. We will be going over each and everything. Hang in there for this journey. Okay, so I really want to thank you for giving me your time. Till we see next time, take care. Cheers. Namaste friends, I trust you have actually enjoyed my lecture on EC2. If you have any questions, kindly contact me. I'll actually try to help you to the best of my abilities. Like always, I'd like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me a golden time, and the other is my wife Jayashree, following me to follow my passion. Till we see next time, take care.